My child, my beloved, I need you to stop everything you are doing right now. What I am about to tell you is not something that will be said twice. This is not a message that repeats. This is not a warning that echoes through time waiting for you to finally pay attention. This moment, right here, right now, is the only moment this will be spoken over your life. Archangel Michael has extended his hand of protection over you once, only once. And if you turn away from these words, if you scroll past this moment, if you let distraction pull you away before this message completes, that hand will be withdrawn, not in anger, not in punishment, but because divine protection cannot be forced upon a soul that refuses to receive it. Listen to me carefully, beloved. 3 days ago, something shifted in the spiritual realm. A council was held in the heavens. Your name was spoken, not whispered, declared, and a decision was made that would alter the trajectory of your entire existence. Archangel Michael himself stood before the throne and said your name out loud. He said, "This one has been under attack. This one has been surrounded. This one has been fighting battles they cannot see with weapons they do not have. This one needs protection now." And in that moment, a seal was placed over your life. A spiritual shield that the enemy cannot penetrate. A barrier that dark forces cannot cross. A covering so powerful that even the principalities that have been assigned to your downfall have begun to retreat. But here is what you must understand. This protection was activated 3 days ago. But it will only remain if you acknowledge it, if you accept it, if you align your spirit with the covering that has been given. Without your alignment, the shield remains inactive. The protection is present, but it cannot function. It is like a sword that has been placed in your hand, but if you do not grip it, it cannot defend you. Right now, in this very moment, you are standing at a threshold. On one side is the covering of Archangel Michael. On the other side is exposure, vulnerability. The same attacks that have been wearing you down will continue. The same demonic assignments that have been draining your energy will intensify. The same spiritual warfare that has been keeping you stuck will escalate, because the enemy knows what you do not yet know. That you are on the edge of a breakthrough so massive that your life will never be the same. And that breakthrough cannot happen if you remain unprotected. So the enemy has been working overtime, sending distractions, planting doubts, stirring up old wounds, making you feel unworthy, making you feel forgotten, making you question whether God even hears you anymore. But those feelings, my beloved, are not from you. They are attacks. And the reason the attacks have been so intense lately is because the enemy sees what is coming. He sees the door that is about to open. He sees the favor that is about to fall. He sees the shift that is about to occur in your life, and he is terrified. That is why this protection has been released now, not later, not when things get easier. Now, because now is when you need it most. Stay with me. Do not let your mind wander. Do not think about what you need to do after this. Do not check your phone. Do not glance away. Because the moment you disconnect from this message, the window closes. I know that sounds severe. I know it sounds urgent. That is because it is. Heaven does not operate on human time. Heaven operates on divine timing. And right now, this moment is your divine moment. If you can feel a weight on your chest as you hear these words, that is confirmation. If you can feel a warmth in your hands, that is the presence of the angelic realm drawing near. If you suddenly feel emotional for no reason, that is your spirit recognizing the truth of what is being spoken over you. Do not dismiss these signs. They are not coincidence. They are heaven's way of saying, yes, this message is for you. Now, before I go any further, I need you to do something. In the comment section below, I need you to type these exact words. I receive the protection of Archangel Michael. Do not type anything else. Do not add your own words. Do not change the phrase. Heaven is watching what you type, because what you declare with your words, you activate in your spirit. This is not about a comment. This is about alignment. When you type those words, you are signing a spiritual contract. You are saying, I am not walking through this life unprotected anymore. I am not facing these battles alone anymore. I am covered. I am shielded. I am defended. And from the moment you type it, the protection that was placed over you 3 days ago becomes fully active in your life. Do it now. Type it now. Because we are about to go deeper, and you need that protection activated before I reveal what has been hidden. Take a breath, my beloved. Slowly. Hold it. Release. You are not the same person you were when you started reading this. You have crossed into a protected space. Even now, as you sit here, angels are positioning themselves around you. Not because you earned it, not because you are perfect, but because heaven chose you. And heaven does not choose randomly. Now let me tell you why this protection was given. You have been carrying something that was never meant for you to carry alone. A weight, a burden, a responsibility that has been crushing you slowly, day after day, year after year. You have been fighting battles that other people do not even know exist. You have been standing strong when inside, you have been falling apart. You have been smiling when your soul has been screaming, and heaven has seen all of it. Every tear you cried in secret, every prayer you whispered when you thought no one was listening. Every moment you wanted to give up, but chose to keep going anyway. Heaven recorded it all. And 3 days ago, Archangel Michael looked at the record of your life and said, enough. This child has fought long enough. This child has endured long enough. This child has carried long enough. It is time to cover them. It is time to protect them. It is time to fight for them instead of making them fight alone. That is why this protection was released. Not because your battle is over, but because you are entering the most intense part of it. And heaven refuses to let you face it without backup. You need to understand something, beloved. The enemy does not attack people who are not a threat. He does not waste time on lives that have no purpose. He does not assign demons to people who are not destined for something significant. The fact that you have been under such heavy attack is proof that your life matters, proof that your calling is real, proof that you carry something the kingdom of darkness fears. And right now, you are closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been, closer to the promise, closer to the blessing, closer to the open door that has your name written on it. But the enemy knows that too. So he has been trying to take you out before you step through that door. He has been trying to discourage you before you see the miracle. He has been trying to make you quit before you receive what you have been believing for. That is why the attacks have been so relentless. That is why you have felt so drained. That is why it has felt like everything is falling apart at once. But here is what the enemy did not account for. Heaven saw it coming. Heaven saw the assignment against you. And heaven sent reinforcement. Archangel Michael is not a small angel. He is not a messenger. He is a warrior, the commander of heaven's armies, the one who defeats principalities, the one who breaks demonic strongholds, the one who stands between God's people and the forces of hell. And he has been assigned to you, not temporarily, not casually, assigned. That means he is not leaving. That means he is not backing down. That means every attack that comes against you now has to go through him first. And nothing, absolutely nothing, gets through Archangel Michael unless God allows it. Now listen carefully, because this is where the message becomes even more urgent. This protection is active right now, but it will only remain active if you continue to walk in alignment with it. You cannot receive heaven's protection and then go back to living in fear. You cannot accept this covering and then continue to agree with the enemy's lies. You cannot be shielded by the angels and then keep speaking defeat over your own life. Alignment is required. And alignment starts with your words. From this moment forward, you must stop saying things like, I do not know if I can make it. Nothing ever works out for me. I am always the one who gets left behind. I am tired of fighting. Those words break the seal. Those words create cracks in the shield. Those words give the enemy legal access to your life again. Because you cannot be protected from something you keep inviting in with your own mouth. So here is what you must do. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you think about your problems, before you start your day, you must speak this declaration out loud. I am covered by the protection of Archangel Michael. No weapon formed against me will prosper. I am shielded. I am defended. I am walking in divine safety. Every attack sent against me is destroyed before it reaches me. I do not fight alone. Heaven fights for me. Say it every single day. Say it until it becomes automatic. Say it until your spirit believes it more than your mind doubts it. Because this declaration is not just words. It is a spiritual weapon. And when you speak it, you remind the enemy that he has no authority over you anymore. Now, beloved, I need to tell you something that may be hard to hear, but it is necessary. There are people in your life right now who are not supposed to be there. People who smile at you but secretly celebrate your struggles. People who pretend to care but are actually draining your energy. People who claim to support you but are quietly working against you. You have felt it. You have sensed it. But you have been too kind to confront it. You have been too gracious to cut them off. You have been too hopeful that they would change. But here is the truth. Some people are not assignments from God. They are distractions from the enemy. And as long as they remain close to you, they weaken the protection around you. Not because the angels cannot defend you from them, but because you keep giving them access. You keep opening the door. You keep letting them in, and heaven will not violate your free will. So I am telling you now, if there is someone in your life who has been draining you, using you, manipulating you, or secretly undermining you, this is your moment to release them, not with anger, not with drama, but with wisdom. You do not owe everyone an explanation. You do not owe everyone a confrontation. You simply remove access. You create space. You protect your peace. And when you do, you will feel the shift immediately. The heaviness will lift. The confusion will clear. The attacks will decrease, because you stopped giving the enemy an open door. Now, before we go further, I need you to do something else. If you have not already, subscribe to this channel right now. Not because I am asking you to, but because this is how you lock in your alignment with this prophetic stream. This is how you ensure you do not miss the next word that is meant for your life. This is how you position yourself to continuously receive what heaven is releasing. Do it now. Click subscribe. Turn on notifications. Because the messages that are coming next are going to be even more specific, even more direct, and even more urgent. And if you are not subscribed, you will miss them. And beloved, you cannot afford to miss them. Now, let me tell you what is about to happen in your life over the next 30 days. In the next 30 days, you are going to see things shift faster than they ever have before. Doors that have been closed for years are going to suddenly open. People who ignored you are going to suddenly reach out. Opportunities that seemed impossible are going to suddenly appear. Favor that you could not earn is going to suddenly fall on you. And it is going to happen so quickly that you will know it was not you. You will know it was not luck. You will know it was divine intervention. But here is what you need to understand. With every open door, there will be a test. With every new opportunity, there will be opposition. With every step forward, there will be a countermove from the enemy. That is why the protection of Archangel Michael is so critical right now. Because you are about to walk through a season where the blessings and the battles will be happening at the same time. You will be promoted and attacked in the same week. You will receive favor and face jealousy in the same moment. You will step into your destiny and encounter resistance from people who do not want to see you rise. But because you are covered, because you are shielded, because you are protected, the attacks will not stop you. They will not delay you. They will not derail you. You will keep moving forward. You will keep rising. You will keep walking into everything God has prepared for you, and the enemy will have no choice but to watch. Now, I need to tell you about a specific attack that is coming. I am not telling you this to scare you. I am telling you this so you are prepared. In the next 7 days, someone is going to say something to you that is designed to make you doubt yourself. It might be a comment, it might be a question, it might be a look, but it will hit a wound that you thought was healed. And in that moment, you are going to be tempted to believe the lie. You are going to be tempted to think, maybe they are right. Maybe I am not ready. Maybe I am not good enough. But I need you to hear me clearly. That moment is not random. It is a setup. The enemy knows you are about to step into something big, so he is sending someone to plant doubt in your mind right before it happens. But because you are reading this right now, you are forewarned. And when that moment comes, you are going to recognize it. You are going to see it for what it is. And instead of receiving the lie, you are going to reject it immediately. You are going to say out loud, I do not receive that. I am exactly who God says I am. I am ready for what is coming, and I will not be stopped by someone else's opinion. And the moment you say that, the attack will lose its power, the doubt will dissolve, and you will walk forward with even more confidence than you had before. That is the power of being forewarned. That is the power of being protected. Now, let me tell you what Archangel Michael wants you to know personally. He says, you have been faithful in the dark. Now I will defend you in the light. You have been loyal when no one was watching. Now I will cover you when everyone is watching. You have stood alone when you had nothing. Now I will stand with you when you have everything. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. You are marked. You are chosen. You are protected. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop what God has written over your life. But you must stay aligned. You must stay obedient. You must stay focused. Do not let success make you careless. Do not let favor make you prideful. Do not let breakthrough make you forgetful of the one who brought you through, because the moment you disconnect from the source, the protection weakens, not because God withdraws it, but because you step out from under it. So stay humble, stay grateful, stay connected, and the covering will remain. Now, I need to address something that some of you are feeling right now. You are reading this, and part of you is thinking, this sounds too good to be true. Why would God protect me? I have made too many mistakes. I have failed too many times. I am not worthy of this kind of covering. Let me stop you right there, beloved. Your worthiness was never the requirement. Your perfection was never the standard. Your past was never the disqualification. Heaven does not protect people because they earned it. Heaven protects people because they are chosen, and you were chosen before you were born. Before you made your first mistake, before you failed your first test, before you ever doubted yourself, God looked at your life and said, this one is mine. This one has a purpose. This one will carry my glory. And nothing, not your past, not your mistakes, not your failures, will change that. So stop disqualifying yourself. Stop agreeing with the accusations of the enemy. Stop believing the lie that you are too broken to be used. You are not too broken. You are being rebuilt. And the protection that is over you right now is proof that God is not done with you. Now, let me tell you what is going to happen when you fully accept this protection. You are going to feel different, not emotionally, not mentally, spiritually. There is going to be a shift in your energy, a shift in your presence, a shift in the way you carry yourself. People are going to notice it even if they cannot explain it. They are going to say something is different about you. You seem stronger, you seem calmer, you seem more confident, and they will be right. Because when you are covered by heaven, it shows. When you are protected by angels, it radiates. When you are shielded by Archangel Michael, people can sense it. Even the ones who do not believe in the spiritual realm will feel it. And some of them will not like it. Some of them will be uncomfortable around you. Some of them will pull away. Let them, because the ones who are meant to stay will be drawn closer. The ones who are aligned with your destiny will recognize the anointing on your life. And the ones who are not will remove themselves. It is not rejection. It is redirection. Heaven is clearing your circle so that the right people can enter. Now, I need you to do something important. Go to the comments section again, and this time, type these words. My life is covered. My future is protected. My destiny is secured. Type it now. Because when you declare it publicly, you are making a statement to the spiritual realm. You are announcing that you are no longer available for defeat. You are no longer open to destruction. You are no longer a target that can be easily hit. You are covered. And everyone, seen and unseen, needs to know it. Now, let me tell you about a blessing that is tied to this protection. It is not just about defense. It is also about access. When you are protected by Archangel Michael, you gain access to realms that were previously blocked. Realms of favor, realms of provision, realms of supernatural breakthrough. Because protection is not just a shield, it is also a key. And that key is about to unlock doors you did not even know existed. In the next 60 days, you are going to walk into rooms you were never invited to. You are going to meet people you never thought you would meet. You are going to receive opportunities you never thought you would qualify for, and when it happens, do not shrink back. Do not question it. Do not apologize for being there. You were granted access. Not because you networked your way in, not because you manipulated your way in, but because heaven opened the door. And when heaven opens a door, no one can shut it. So walk through it with confidence. Walk through it with boldness. Walk through it knowing that you belong there, because you do. Now, I need to tell you about a trap that the enemy is setting. He knows he cannot stop you. He knows he cannot destroy you. So he is going to try to distract you. He is going to send shiny things, exciting things. Things that look like opportunities, but are actually detours. Things that look like open doors, but are actually dead ends. And you will be able to recognize them by one thing. They will require you to compromise. They will ask you to lower your standards. They will pressure you to move faster than God said to move. They will make you feel like you have to choose between your integrity and your breakthrough. But that is a lie. You never have to compromise to receive what God has for you. You never have to sacrifice your character to step into your calling. You never have to violate your values to access your destiny. If it requires compromise, it is not from God. It is a counterfeit. And you must have the discernment to walk away from it, even if it looks good, even if it sounds good, even if everyone else is doing it. You are not everyone else. You are covered by Archangel Michael, and that covering comes with a standard. So hold the standard, protect your integrity, guard your heart. And trust that the real door, the one that does not require you to betray yourself, is coming. Now, let me tell you what is going to happen when you walk through that real door. Everything is going to change, not just externally, internally. You are going to feel a shift in your identity. You are going to stop seeing yourself as the one who is always struggling. You are going to stop identifying as the one who is always waiting. You are going to stop believing that you are just getting by, because you are going to step into a season where you are thriving, where you are flowing, where you are walking in the fullness of what God called you to. And when that happens, your old identity will try to pull you back. Your old mindset will try to resurface. Your old habits will try to creep in, but you cannot go back. You cannot return to who you were, because that version of you was not built to carry what you are about to receive. That version of you was not strong enough to steward what you are about to be given. That version of you was not ready. But this version, the one who is reading this right now, the one who is receiving this protection, the one who is aligning with heaven, this version is ready, and there is no going back. Now, beloved, we are approaching the end of this message. But before I close, there is one more thing Archangel Michael wants you to know. He says, I have been watching you. I have seen your tears. I have seen your sleepless nights. I have seen the battles you fought when no one else knew you were fighting, and I have been waiting for this moment. The moment when you would be ready to receive what I have been holding for you, that moment is now. This is not a rehearsal. This is not a test. This is the real thing. And if you walk away from this message without fully receiving it, I will not chase you. I will not repeat it. I will not send it again, because heaven honors free will. And if you choose to ignore this, I will respect that choice. But know this, the protection I am offering you is not common. It is rare. And once this moment passes, it will not return. So choose wisely, choose quickly, and choose with your whole heart. Now take one final action. Share this message with 3 people, not because I am asking you to grow a channel, but because there are 3 people in your life who are under attack right now, and they need this protection just as much as you do. When you share it, you are not just passing along information. You are extending the hand of Archangel Michael to someone else. You are becoming a carrier of this covering. And when you do that, your own protection multiplies. So share it now. Tag someone. Send the link, post it, and watch what happens in your life when you become a conduit of heaven's protection. Now, beloved, before you leave, I want to remind you of something very important. You did not find this message by accident. You were led here by the Holy Spirit, by divine orchestration, by the hand of God Himself. And that means everything you just read was meant for you. Not for someone else, for you, so do not dismiss it, do not forget it. Do not let this moment fade into just another video you watched. Let it change you, let it anchor you, let it mark you. Because this is the moment your life shifted. This is the moment your protection became active. This is the moment you stopped walking through life as a target and started walking as a warrior covered by heaven. Archangel Michael is standing with you. The angels are surrounding you. And God Himself is watching over you. You are not alone. You are not unprotected. You are not forgotten. You are covered. And that covering will remain as long as you remain aligned. So stay aligned. Stay faithful. Stay connected. And watch as heaven moves on your behalf in ways you never thought possible. This is not the end, my beloved. This is the beginning. And what comes next will prove that every word spoken over you in this moment was true. Now go. Walk in your protection. Walk in your authority. Walk in the fullness of who God created you to be. Because you are ready, and the world is waiting to see what God is about to do through you. Remember, this message will not be repeated. But the protection you just received, if you accepted it, if you aligned with it, if you declared it, that protection is permanent. It is yours, and nothing can take it away. May the covering of Archangel Michael rest upon you. May the shield of heaven surround you. May the favor of God follow you. And may you walk through every door that opens before you with confidence, knowing that you are protected, defended, and destined for greatness. But wait, my beloved. There is still more that must be revealed before you leave this sacred space. The full magnitude of what has just been activated over your life cannot be understood without knowing what has been happening behind the veil. So stay with me just a little longer. Because what I am about to tell you will explain everything you have been feeling, everything you have been sensing, everything you have been wondering about. For the past 72 hours, there has been a war in the heavenly realms over your destiny. Angels and demons have been fighting for jurisdiction over your next season. The enemy filed a legal claim against you in the courts of heaven. He presented every mistake you ever made, every sin you ever committed, every time you fell short, every moment of weakness, every word you spoke that you wish you could take back. He stood before the throne and said, "This one does not deserve protection. This one does not deserve favor. This one does not deserve breakthrough. Look at their record. Look at their history. They are disqualified." And for 72 hours the case was heard. Evidence was presented. Witnesses were called. Your life was put on display. And then something happened that shifted everything. Someone stood up on your behalf, not an angel, not a saint, Jesus Himself. He stood up and said, "I know this one. I died for this one. I paid for every sin on that list. I covered every mistake. I redeemed every failure. And because of my blood, this one is not disqualified. This one is justified. This one is sanctified. This one is mine." And when he said that, the case was closed. The accusations were dismissed. The enemy's claim was denied, and the verdict was declared. Protection granted, favor released, destiny secured. That verdict was issued 3 days ago. And the moment it was issued, Archangel Michael was dispatched. He was given one assignment. Cover this child. Defend this child. Fight for this child. And do not let anything touch them that has not been filtered through the hand of God first. That is why you are reading this message right now, because the protection has already been activated. The shield has already been deployed. The angels have already taken their positions. But you must receive it. You must acknowledge it. You must align with it. And that is why this message will not be repeated, because the verdict has been given. The assignment has been issued. The protection has been released, and now it is up to you to accept it. Now, let me tell you something that very few people understand about divine protection. It is not passive, it is active. It does not just shield you from attacks. It actively dismantles the plans of the enemy before they even reach you. Right now, as you sit here reading these words, there are traps being removed from your path. Snares that were set for you are being destroyed. Ambushes that were planned against you are being exposed and dismantled. People who were plotting against you are being confused. Plans that were designed to harm you are falling apart. Schemes that were meant to derail you are backfiring on those who created them, and you do not even know it is happening, because that is how divine protection works. It moves in the unseen. It operates in the background. It fights battles before you even know there is a battle to fight. And the reason you need to stay aligned is because the moment you step out of alignment, the protection cannot function at full capacity, not because God withdraws it, but because you create openings that the enemy can exploit. So let me be very clear about what alignment looks like. Alignment is not perfection. You do not have to be perfect to stay under this covering. Alignment is direction. It is about the posture of your heart. It is about the intention behind your choices. It is about staying connected to the source even when you mess up, because you will mess up. You will make mistakes. You will have moments of weakness. But as long as your heart remains turned toward God, as long as you are quick to repent, as long as you refuse to stay in sin, the covering remains. The enemy wants you to think that one mistake will disqualify you, that one bad day will remove the protection, that one moment of weakness will cause God to give up on you. But that is a lie. The protection over you is not based on your performance. It is based on God's promise, and God does not break his promises. So stop beating yourself up. Stop living in guilt. Stop punishing yourself for not being perfect. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be covered, and you are. Now, there is something else I need to address. Some of you are wondering, if I am protected, why do I still feel attacked? If I am covered, why am I still struggling? If I am shielded, why am I still going through hard things? Let me explain. Protection does not mean you will never face trials. It means you will never face them alone. Protection does not mean you will never be tested. It means you will never be tested beyond what you can endure. Protection does not mean you will never be challenged. It means you will always have the strength to overcome the challenge. The trials are still going to come. The tests are still going to show up. The challenges are still going to present themselves. But the difference is, you are no longer facing them in your own strength. You are facing them with heaven's backup. You are facing them with angelic reinforcement. You are facing them with the power of God himself standing behind you, and that changes everything. So when the next trial comes, do not panic. When the next test shows up, do not fear. When the next challenge presents itself, do not doubt, because you are not in this alone. You are covered, you are shielded, you are protected, and you are going to make it through. Not because you are strong enough, but because the one who covers you is stronger than anything you will ever face. Now, let me tell you about a specific area where this protection is going to manifest in your life: your finances. I know that for many of you, money has been a source of stress, anxiety, and fear. You have been struggling. You have been barely making it. You have been robbing Peter to pay Paul. You have been one unexpected bill away from disaster. But I need to tell you something. That season is ending. The protection over your life is not just spiritual, it is also financial. Heaven is about to start blocking things that would have drained your resources. Expenses that were coming are going to be cancelled. Bills that should have shown up are not going to arrive. Unexpected costs that were on the horizon are going to be prevented. And at the same time, provision is going to start showing up from places you did not expect. Money you did not know was owed to you is going to be released. Checks you thought were lost are going to be found. Refunds you were not expecting are going to arrive. Opportunities to earn are going to present themselves without you even looking for them. And it is not going to make sense. You are not going to be able to explain it. You are not going to be able to trace it back to anything you did, because it is not about you. It is about the protection over you, and that protection extends to every area of your life, including your finances. So stop worrying about money. Stop stressing about bills. Stop losing sleep over how you are going to make it, because you are covered. And when you are covered by heaven, provision is guaranteed. It might not come the way you expect. It might not come when you expect, but it will come, and it will be exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Now, there is another area where this protection is going to be very evident. Your relationships. I told you earlier that some people are going to remove themselves from your life, but I did not tell you who is going to come in to replace them. Heaven is about to send you divine connections, people who are aligned with your destiny, people who see your value, people who celebrate your wins, people who support your dreams, people who speak life over you, people who pray for you, people who protect your peace. These are not random people, they are assigned people. God is sending them into your life on purpose, for a purpose. And you are going to know them when you meet them, because there will be an immediate sense of peace, an immediate sense of alignment, an immediate sense of this person is supposed to be in my life. Do not ignore that feeling. Do not dismiss that sense. When heaven sends someone, receive them, welcome them, make room for them, because they are part of the protection over your life. They are part of the covering. They are part of the shield, and they have been sent to help you walk into everything God has prepared for you. But here is what you need to know. These relationships will not require you to shrink. They will not require you to dim your light. They will not require you to downplay your gifts. They will not require you to hide who you are, because they are not intimidated by you. They are inspired by you. They are not threatened by your growth. They are cheering for your growth. They are not competing with you. They are collaborating with you. That is how you know they are from God. And when they show up, hold on to them, value them, honor them. Because relationships like that are rare, and they are a direct manifestation of the protection and favor that is over your life. Now, beloved, I need to shift gears and talk to you about something that is going to require your full attention, because what I am about to say is going to sound extreme, but it is necessary. In the next 48 hours, you are going to be presented with a choice. It might come in the form of an offer. It might come in the form of an opportunity. It might come in the form of a conversation. But it is going to require you to make a decision. And that decision is going to determine how quickly you walk into the fullness of what God has for you. One path will look safe, familiar, comfortable. It will make sense to your logic. It will align with your fears. It will feel like the responsible choice, but it is the wrong path. The other path will look risky, uncertain, uncomfortable. It will not make sense to your logic. It will challenge your fears. It will feel like the irresponsible choice, but it is the right path. And you are going to have to choose. Now, I am not telling you to be reckless. I am not telling you to make foolish decisions. I am not telling you to throw wisdom out the window. But I am telling you that there is a difference between wisdom and fear. And sometimes what we call wisdom is really just fear dressed up in a suit. So when that choice presents itself, do not let fear make the decision. Do not let logic override your spirit. Do not let comfort keep you from your calling. Ask God for clarity. Ask for confirmation. Ask for peace. And then move in the direction where you sense His presence, even if it does not make sense, even if it scares you, even if everyone around you thinks you are crazy. Because that is often how breakthrough looks. It looks crazy until it works. And when you make that choice, when you take that step, when you walk in obedience even when it does not make sense, the protection over your life is going to become even more evident. Doors are going to open that you could not have opened yourself. Favor is going to fall that you could not have earned yourself. Provision is going to show up that you could not have created yourself. And you are going to look back at that moment and realize that was the turning point. That was the moment everything changed. That was the moment I stopped playing it safe and started walking by faith. Now, let me tell you what is waiting for you on the other side of that choice. A version of yourself that you have not met yet. A version that is confident, bold, fearless, unshakable. A version that knows who they are. A version that knows whose they are. A version that walks in authority. A version that operates in power. A version that carries the anointing of God so strongly that people can feel it when you walk into a room. That version is not far away. That version is not years away. That version is one choice away. And that choice is coming in the next 48 hours. So be ready, be alert. Be sensitive to the voice of God. Because when that moment comes, you will not have a lot of time to deliberate. You will not have a lot of time to think. You will have to trust your spirit and move. And when you do, everything changes. Now, before we go any further, I need you to take another action. Go to the comments section and type these words. I am ready for the shift. Type it now. Because when you declare that you are ready, heaven takes it as a green light. Heaven says, okay, they are ready. Release it, send it, open it. And that is when things start moving faster than you ever thought possible. So do not skip this step. Do not think it is not important. It is critically important, because your words have power. And when you declare readiness, you activate acceleration. Now, my beloved, let me talk to you about something that is going to sound controversial, but it needs to be said. Not everyone in your life is happy about the protection you just received. Some people liked you better when you were struggling. Some people felt more comfortable when you were vulnerable. Some people enjoyed the version of you that needed them. And now that you are being covered, now that you are being protected, now that you are being elevated, they are uncomfortable. They are feeling threatened. They are feeling insecure. And some of them are going to try to make you feel guilty for rising. They are going to accuse you of changing. They are going to say you are not the same person anymore. They are going to try to pull you back down to where you used to be. And here is what you need to understand. They are right. You are not the same person anymore. You have changed. And you should never apologize for that, because change is a sign of growth, and growth is a sign of life. And if you are not growing, you are dying. So let them be uncomfortable. Let them feel threatened. Let them struggle with your elevation. That is not your problem. Your problem is staying aligned with the protection and favor that God has placed over your life. And if that means some people have to go, then some people have to go. It is not personal. It is purpose. Now, let me tell you about a door that is about to open in your life. A door that you have been knocking on for years. A door that has been locked. A door that has been sealed. A door that you thought would never open. That door is about to swing wide open, and it is going to happen suddenly. You are not going to see it coming. One day it is going to be locked. The next day it is going to be open, and you are going to walk through it wondering, how did this happen? What changed? Why now? And the answer is simple. The protection over your life gave you access, because protection is not just a shield, it is also a key. And when you are protected by Archangel Michael, you get access to places that are normally restricted. You get access to rooms that are normally locked. You get access to opportunities that are normally unavailable, because heaven does not just protect you from bad things. Heaven also protects your access to good things. So when that door opens, do not hesitate, do not second guess, do not ask if you deserve it, just walk through, because that door was opened for you, and it will not stay open forever. Now, there is one more thing I need to tell you before we close, and this is the most important thing. The protection over your life is not just for you. It is for everyone connected to you. Your children, your spouse, your parents, your siblings, your friends, everyone in your circle of influence is now covered because you are covered. That means when the enemy comes after them, he has to go through you first. And when he comes for you, he has to go through Archangel Michael, and he cannot get through Archangel Michael. So your family is protected, your children are shielded, your loved ones are covered, not because of who they are, but because of who you are aligned with. That is the power of generational protection. That is the power of covenant covering. That is the power of walking under the hand of God. And that is why it was so important for you to receive this message, because it is not just about you. It is about everyone connected to you. Now, my beloved, we have reached the end of this message. But this is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter where you walk in power, a chapter where you walk in authority, a chapter where you walk in the fullness of everything God has called you to be. And I want you to know that I am proud of you, proud that you stayed, proud that you listened, proud that you received. Because not everyone would have done that. Not everyone would have pushed through to the end. Not everyone would have been willing to align. But you did, and that says something about your character. That says something about your heart. That says something about your destiny. You are not average. You are not ordinary. You are not common. You are marked. You are chosen. You are anointed. And heaven is about to prove it. So go now. Walk in your protection. Walk in your authority. Walk in the confidence that comes from knowing you are covered by the armies of heaven. And watch what God does. Watch how doors open. Watch how favor falls. Watch how provision shows up. Watch how enemies retreat. Watch how mountains move. Watch how impossibilities become possibilities. Because you are no longer walking alone. You are walking with Archangel Michael by your side. And when you walk with heaven's warrior, you walk as a warrior. Remember this moment. Remember this message. Remember the choice you made to receive, because this is the moment everything changed. This is the moment your protection became active. This is the moment you stopped being a target and became a force, and nothing will ever be the same. May the covering of Archangel Michael rest upon you now and forevermore. May the shield of heaven surround you in every situation. May the favor of God follow you into every room. May the power of the Holy Spirit fill you with boldness. May the angels of the Lord encamp around you day and night. And may you walk through every door that opens before you with confidence, knowing that you are protected, defended, and destined for greatness beyond measure. You are covered, beloved. Never forget that. But before I release you to walk into all that God has prepared, there is one final revelation that must be spoken. One final truth that will seal everything you have received today. Listen carefully, because this is the secret that most people never discover. The secret to maintaining your protection is not just about what you do. It is about who you become. You see, protection is attracted to purity. Favor is attracted to faithfulness. Blessing is attracted to obedience. And the more you align your life with the character of God, the more powerfully His protection operates over you. This does not mean you have to be perfect. As I said before, perfection was never the requirement. But it does mean you have to be intentional. Intentional about your thoughts. Intentional about your words. Intentional about your actions. Intentional about your relationships. Intentional about how you steward what God gives you. Because everything God gives you is a test to see if you are ready for more. And the way you handle this level of protection will determine if you are ready for the next level of blessing. So treat it with honor. Treat it with respect. Treat it with gratitude. Do not take it for granted. Do not abuse it. Do not assume it will always be there if you stop valuing it. Because heaven gives freely, but heaven also watches how we steward what we are given. Now let me give you some practical ways to maintain this covering over your life. First, guard your mouth. Stop speaking defeat. Stop speaking doubt. Stop speaking fear. Your words create the atmosphere around you. And if your atmosphere is filled with negative words, it creates cracks in your shield. So from now on, only speak life. Only speak faith. Only speak victory. Even when things look bad, speak as if they are already good. Even when the situation is not yet resolved, speak as if it is already done. Because your words have creative power. And when you speak in alignment with heaven, you activate heaven's response. Second, protect your peace. Do not let every little thing disturb you. Do not let every comment offend you. Do not let every disappointment devastate you. Your peace is part of your protection. And when you lose your peace, you weaken your shield. So guard it jealously. Remove yourself from chaotic environments. Distance yourself from dramatic people. Turn off the noise that does not serve your spirit. And create a life that allows you to stay centered, focused, and grounded in God. Third, stay in worship. I do not mean just singing songs on Sunday. I mean living a life of worship, where everything you do is an offering to God, where your work is worship, where your relationships are worship, where your finances are worship, where your time is worship. Because when your life becomes an act of worship, you stay in the presence of God. And when you stay in his presence, you stay under his protection. Fourth, be quick to forgive. Unforgiveness is one of the fastest ways to weaken your covering. Because when you hold on to bitterness, resentment, anger, or offense, you give the enemy legal access to your life. You create a door that he can walk through, so forgive quickly, forgive fully, forgive even when they do not deserve it, even when they do not apologize, even when they do not change. Because forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is about keeping your heart clean. It is about keeping your shield strong. Fifth, give generously. I am not talking about giving until it hurts. I am talking about giving with joy, giving with faith. Giving because you believe that God is your source, not your job, not your savings account, not your investments. When you give generously, you prove that you trust God. And when you trust God, he trusts you with more. So be a giver, be a blessing to others, be the answer to someone else's prayer, and watch how heaven responds. Sixth, stay humble. Never forget where you came from. Never forget what God brought you through. I speak over their life right now that every attack of the enemy is cancelled. Every plan of darkness is dismantled. Every scheme of hell is destroyed. I declare that they are covered by the blood of Jesus. They are shielded by the presence of Archangel Michael. They are surrounded by the armies of heaven. No weapon formed against them will prosper. No tongue that rises against them will prevail. No plan of the enemy will succeed. I declare that they are walking in divine safety, divine favor, divine provision, divine access. Doors are opening that no one can shut. Opportunities are coming that no one can block. Favor is falling that no one can steal. I speak restoration over their finances, healing over their body, peace over their mind, joy over their spirit, clarity over their vision, and purpose over their life. I declare that they are not average, they are not ordinary, they are not forgotten, they are marked, they are chosen, they are anointed. And they are about to walk into the greatest season of their life. In Jesus' name, Amen. Now go, my beloved, walk in the fullness of who you are called to be. Walk in the authority you have been given. Walk in the protection that now covers you, and never look back. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season. And nothing, absolutely nothing, will stop what God is about to do in your life. You are covered, beloved. Never forget that. Amen.